I go by the name of Cello SMoove. The team is Too Smooth, and we've been up. And originally, I'm from Cali, California, the West Coast, palm trees, the Lakers, you know what I'm saying, star-studded events, all the prettiest girls, that's where I'm from. Right now, at this moment, I definitely wouldn't say I broke into the game. You know what I'm saying? I would say I'm grinding. You know, I'm working every day towards breaking into the game. I'm in the game, but where I'm supposed to be, I haven't reached that yet. You know what I'm saying? So comparing where I'm supposed to be to where I am now, I'm on the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of them things where I know me better than anybody else. So I won't say I broke in just yet. I'm grinding. Describe my style, I would say the best word would be smooth. I would say smooth because it's the transition between both worlds, you know what I'm saying? The calm, cool, collected, and then also you got the wild, out of control, unpredictable, you know what I'm saying? And the balance, you know, it's always hard to balance that, you know what I'm saying, and then be able to make sense to the viewers, to the listeners. So I would say my style is smooth because I can balance it, because I've actually, you know what I'm saying, actually experienced the best of both worlds, you know, being from California, coming out here to Georgia, where I'm at now. It's a different world, you know what I'm saying, and like in California, you could be riding down the 405 2 a.m., you know, and it's cool, calm, and collected, you know what I'm saying? But certain points of the day, it's wild, chaotic, and crazy, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to balance that, and I think I can transition from one to the other fairly well, so I would say smooth. I read all my material. I always have, and I always will. I don't really see that ever changing. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain type of feeling that I get when I make music, and I'm inspired by my surroundings, my past, my imagination, my future. You know what I'm saying? The people that I'm around, what they're going through, the emotions and energy that they have towards certain situations, those things inspire me. You know, so I pull from that, and that's how I write my music. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where you kind of get a rush from it. So I wouldn't see myself really taking music from someone else that I don't understand. Right now, I'm on that NFOT, and that's No Fear Off Top. Yeah, you can pick that up on iTunes right now. All you gotta do is put in Cello SMoove, CELLOSMOOVE. You know what I'm saying? Pick that up at iTunes, and the single right now is Off Top. So that's what I'm pushing right now. That's the project. That's what it is for the time being. Right now, I'm just grinding. You know, right now it's just go and get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it, man. Success. How do I define that? I think success is the ability of doing what you want to do when you want to do it, which is being free. You know what I'm saying? I think that successful people, they have an option. People that aren't successful, they don't have an option. You know what I'm saying? They must do things to maintain. People that are successful can decide not to do things, and nothing will happen. You know what I'm saying? If you're not successful and you wake up one morning and say, hey, I'm not going to do certain things, well, you just jeopardized your family. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at success, I see freedom. I see opportunity. You know, I see the ability to say, hey, I feel like doing this today, and I'm going to go do it right then and there because that's what I felt like doing. That's being successful. You know what I'm saying? Being free. That's a good have a career embarrassment. Really, I can't ever remember being embarrassed in my life. I don't really get embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? But as far as my career, I can't think of an embarrassing moment that's happened to me at all. Yeah. I would say the first song that I ever was on, it wasn't my song. I didn't even used to really be serious about making music. You know what I'm saying? I used to play football or whatever. And, one day my brother had came home and was like, yo, you trying to go to the studio? And, it is what it is. I rode to the studio and I was just in the studio, you know what I'm saying, just observing, chilling, kicking it, vibing or whatever. One of the old heads was in there doing the track for his album or whatever, and he just popped out and was like, yo, you want to get on the track? So I hopped on the track and I just freestyled, and everybody didn't, they didn't really expect me to get in there and do what I did or whatever, but the energy was just crazy from that moment, and just being in there in the booth and laying my freestyle down, and then everybody kind of going crazy, and that's really the moment where I was just like, okay, you know what I'm saying, I like how this feels, and I like being on the mic. So that's the most memorable moment making a song. Wasn't even my song. Yeah, the most influential person in my career, I would have to say, would be Tupac and Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was born in and listening to. That's all I really grew up listening to. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, that's all I really knew was Pac and Cube. And then, you would have to throw my brother in there for even introducing me into really professionally doing music. You know what I'm saying? I used to always rap and, just kicking it with the homies or whatever the case may be. But really on a professional level, you know what I'm saying? It would have to go those three in that order. Those are the most influential people in my career. And then, you gotta give your respects to all the old heads, the people that came before me, that did that thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at that and respect that. So that's pretty much who influenced me, the people that came before me. Celebrity lookalike. I ain't got no celebrity lookalike. You know what I'm saying? I'm me. I'm the celebrity. So I wouldn't say I had a celebrity lookalike, but I will say, back when I was in high school, back when I was growing up, everybody used to tell me that I looked like Omar Epps when he played in Juice with Pac in that movie. So other than that, yeah, I don't got no celebrity lookalike. I'm me, Cello SMoove. My first job, it was at the Ontario Mills in Killer, California. It was at AMC movie theater. That was my first job. Me and the homies used to work there. We put in a lot of work there. So, yeah. That was my first job. My worst fear? I don't really have a fear, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of my project. No fear off top. I don't have no type of a fear at all, honestly. And, if I had to choose a fear, you know what I'm saying, it was life or death, what do you fear? You know what I'm saying? It would have to be failing, but really at this point, I don't even care about failing. You know what I'm saying? That's the least of my worries. So, I don't have no fear. You feel what I'm saying? No fear off top. I would have to say women, you know what I'm saying, especially coming from California. There's so many beautiful women out there. It's it's a beautiful thing, but it's also a problem. You know what I'm saying? You almost can't even have a girl when you stay in California. You feel what I'm saying? Everywhere you turn is one of them just bad ones that you just gotta acknowledge. So that would be a guilty pleasure. But you know, over time you gotta develop that self-control. Artist I would love to work with. I would love to work with Ice Cube and Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? That's who I would love to work with. I would want to do a song with Cube and let Dre produce it. You know what I'm saying? That would be crazy. Yeah. I would say you gotta be your own man. You gotta grab the bull by the horns. You know, you gotta have focus, and really just take pride and responsibility. You know, make sure that at the end of the day, if you were to fail or you didn't make it in this game, that you don't got nobody to blame but yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if you got somebody that you could blame, then you probably messing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't have nobody to blame but you. So that's my advice. You know what I'm saying? Take the bull by the horns. You know, go get it. That's the best advice I could give you. Well, the number one thing I hope people get out of my music is the sense of urgency, the sense of grinding. You know, the want to make it, the want to be successful. You know, the want to make it out of that struggle. You know what I'm saying? The will to get to the top, even though it's all kind of things that's in your way trying to stop you. You know what I'm saying? I think people should take from my music that energy, that desire to say, hey, I can make it. You know, that's what I want people to get out of my music. You can get in touch with me at cellosmoove.com. That's CELLOSMOOVE.com. That's where you can hit me at. Or you can hit me on Twitter. That's at Cello SMoove. You can hit me on YouTube, Cello SMoove. Or you can hit me on Facebook. That's Cello So Gucci.